Is it time to buy or sell Supermicrocomputer stock? In this video, we are diving deep into Supermicrocomputer. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 16th of June, 2025, our system has ranked Supermicrocomputer as a strong buy candidate, awarding it a score of 7.54. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this period. Those who adhered to our analysis would have experienced a remarkable gain of 14.49% since we first identified Supermicrocomputer as a buy candidate 16 days ago. This results in an average return of 0.91% per day since it was designated as a strong buy candidate. The stock is positioned within the center of a broad and robust upward trend in the short term, signaling the possibility of further increases within this trajectory. The current 3-month trend indicates a potential change of approximately 45.61% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between 28.47% and 64.37%. In terms of longer-term projections, our 12-month analysis shows a predicted change of negative 28.36%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 93.13% to negative 25.14% within the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price between $3.44 and $37.45. Our latest daily update for Supermicrocomputer includes the headline, Stronger Technical Forecast for Supermicrocomputer Stock Price After Wednesday Trading. On the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025, the stock price for Supermicrocomputer increased by 1.85%, rising from $49.11 to $50.02. During this trading session, the stock experienced a fluctuation of 3.78%, with a low of $48.37 and a high of $50.20. Notably, the price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 16.76% over the past 2 weeks. In a positive technical sign, the trading volume also increased, with a total of 6 million more shares exchanged compared to the previous day, culminating in 35 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $1.73 billion. Looking back over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $96.33, while the lowest was $17.25. Currently, the stock price stands at 48.07%, or $46.31, below the 52-week high, and 59.30%, or $72.88, below the all-time high recorded on the 8th of March, 2024, when the price peaked at $122.90. Supermicrocomputer, trading under the symbol SMCI, has recently come under scrutiny by analysts at Bank of America Securities, who initiated coverage with an underperform rating and set a price target of $35, suggesting a potential downside of around 28.5% from its recent trading levels of about $47.11. This comes after a remarkable surge of nearly 70% since April, largely driven by enthusiasm for artificial intelligence. Despite the company's struggles with declining profit margins and earnings misses due to inventory issues, CEO Charles Liang announced plans to ramp up manufacturing in Europe to meet growing demand for artificial intelligence, which may provide some support to stock performance. However, ongoing insider selling raises concerns about confidence in the stock. The market's response to Bank of America's bearish outlook could prompt selling pressure in the short term, negatively impacting share prices. Long-term, SMCI has significant upside potential, especially given its low price-to-sales ratio and strong revenue growth driven by AI-related demand. These factors could lead to a reevaluation of its stock price as confidence returns, particularly if they successfully execute on their growth strategies. However, investors should remain cautious of the execution risks highlighted by analysts. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 25th of June 2025, it was reported that KeyBank assigned SMCI a sector weight rating with an initialize action. On Wednesday, the 25th of June 2025, it was reported that Wedbush assigned SMCI a buy rating with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 25th of June 2025, it was reported that Raymond James assigned SMCI an outperform rating with an initialize action. On Wednesday, the 14th of May, 2025, it was reported that Raymond James assigned SMCI an outperform rating with an initialize action. On Wednesday, the 7th of May, 2025, it was reported that KGI Securities assigned SMCI a neutral rating with an initialize action. Analysts have assigned a general buy rating to the stock of Supermicro Computer. They consider the price-to-earnings ratio as neutral and the price-to-book ratio as neutral. When it comes to return on investment, the analysts award the stock a strong buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Supermicro Computer. The chart today presents mostly positive signals. The stock of Supermicro Computer is showing buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a favorable forecast for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal stemming from the relationship between these two averages, where the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. Should corrections occur, support levels can be found at $48.52 and $44.11. A decline below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal emerged from a pivot bottom point on Monday, June 23, 2025, and since then, the stock has increased by 22.33%. Further upward movement is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal is also indicated by the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. The volume is increasing alongside the price, which is regarded as a strong technical signal. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal 12 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 8 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal 4 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 40 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 39 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, sell signal 13 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 40 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 34 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Supermicro Computer. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $46.15 and $45. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this level could lead to a decline towards the next support level. In this instance, Supermicro Computer has support just below today's level at $46.15. If this level is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $45.30 and $38.89. This stock exhibits average movements throughout the day, and with a healthy trading volume, the associated risk is deemed to be medium. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated $1.83 between its highest and lowest points, reflecting a change of 3.78%. For the last week, the daily average volatility of the stock has been 3.74%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Supermicro Computer, let's quickly review some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important ratio measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This is a relatively standard PE ratio, typically observed in companies with long histories or predictable revenue streams. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 5th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at 441 thousandths of a dollar. It is important to monitor these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Supermicro Computer. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might want to enter a position and use volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, Supermicrocomputer encounters its first support level at $46.15. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Supermicrocomputer from multiple analyst sources indicates a recommendation to buy. Now, let's explore some recent insider trades. The 5 most recent insider trades were conducted by Liu Liang Chu Chu Sarah, who bought and sold 2,867 shares or options in the company. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 84.413. In total, insiders acquired 109,866 shares, while selling 1,401,529 shares during the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $48.15, reflecting a decrease of 3.74%. This stock experiences medium daily fluctuations, indicating a corresponding medium level of risk. Notably, a buy signal has emerged from a pivot bottom identified 11 days ago. Is Supermicrocomputer stock a good buy? Supermicrocomputer displays several positive indicators and is currently on a strong upward trend. As the saying goes, let the trend be your friend. Thus, we consider it a favorable option at these levels, with expectations for further gains over the next 3 months. Our analysis has been updated since the last evaluation, raising the conclusion for this stock from a buy to a strong buy candidate. Following an analysis of the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Thursday, the 10th of July, we anticipate that Supermicrocomputer will open lower by 490 cents, starting at $49.53. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the buying or selling of securities. You should not base your investment decisions solely on information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.